Morning campers! Today I have a little skincare haul for you. After getting a little travel sized AHA Glow Tonic in my Marks & Spencer beauty bag last summer, I've been very impressed with the results that I've seen on my skin, and I decided that I would have a little look on the REN skincare website and see what other goodies they have to offer. I placed an order about 4 or 5 days ago and this arrived 2 or 3 days ago. I think it took like 2 days for shipping, and the shipping came from DPD, so it came quite quickly, and it's about a box. Unbox. It's a box from REN. It says clean to skin, clean to planet, 100% recycled box, and I can recycle it as well, so that's fab. And inside this magic box are all of these products, and oh my gosh, they're all going to fall out if I'm not careful. First up is the product that I actually went online to order. So I had the travel size of this over to use over the summer, and I still actually have a little bit of it left, like a tiny little bit in the bottom. I've been using it for about 6 months now, and that was 50 millilitres. So now I have a great big huge 500 millilitre bottle, and this is the REN Radiance Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic. Oh, and I just absolutely love it. It says that it claims to even out skin tone and brighten, and it definitely does. It really does. It helps to brighten patches of dull skin, especially where my skin is quite dry. And it also helps to stop my nose being quite so oily. I notice that a lot of the time, especially in the winter, my nose can be oily, very oily. But this has helped to sort of keep that oil under control without like drying out my skin too much. So this contains willow bark, which encourages cell renewal, lactic acid to gently exfoliate, and azelaic acid, precursor to brighten skin. And on the back the label says that it is cruelty free. Look, with a little bunny. So that's always a good sign to see on products, because I don't really want to use things that have been tested on animals. And it says on the back, this effective skin resurfacing toner will exfoliate and brighten your complexion whilst being gentle enough to use daily. I don't use this daily. I find that using it daily dries my skin out too much. It's too much for my skin to use it daily. So I do use it just every couple of days or so, and my skin just absolutely loves this stuff. By stimulating the skin to naturally exfoliate, lactic acid and willow bark extract work together to smooth the tone and help to reduce pore size, while azelaic acid precursor will brighten and help to even out skin tone for the perfect glow. I definitely have noticed that my skin tone's become a little more even. My nose has been quite prone to being sunburned while I was a teenager, so my nose is like it's a deeper shade to the rest of my face, and I found that when I was using this that it's helped to sort of minimise the look of that. So I haven't got any foundation on at all today, and yet you can kind of see that my nose is more or less the same colour to the rest of my face. This bottle is massive. It's like 500 mils and it's huge. I wasn't expecting it to like be this big. I knew it was like the supersized product, and I knew it was going to be expensive. This was like £39, but hopefully it will last me a year, at least a year, possibly over a year, if I only use it every other day. So I will definitely get my money's worth out of it. It smells so fresh as well. It smells very lemony and very citrusy, but not like an artificial kind of lemony or citrusy. I do very much like the smell of this. I use this as part of my nighttime skincare routine, so I'll have a shower, cleanse my skin with a mild cleanser while I'm in the shower, and then once I've stepped out I'll use this, wait for it to soak into my skin, and then I'll apply a moisturiser over the top. You can use it for all skin types, but just be aware that your skin may not like this. It may be too much for your skin to use all at once to start with, and you may not be able to use it every day. So, for example, I can't use it every day. I really like using this product, and it's something that I will definitely repurchase once it's disappeared. REN do make different sizes in this, so they make the little travel 50ml bottles. They have a 100ml bottle, and then they have a 250ml bottle, as well as this massive 500 one. So they have a whole different range of sizes to suit everybody's price range. Next up is something that accidentally may have fallen into my basket, accidentally on purpose that is. This is the REN Clean Skincare Glycol Lactic Radiance Renewal Mask. I really wanted to try this. I saw it and I thought, ooh, I like the sound of that. Because you all know what I'm like with a face mask. And face masks which are together with glowy kind of skin, that's kind of really my thing. So I really wanted to give this one a go. It is quite a small bottle, so you do only get 50ml in here, but I wouldn't use this every day. This is probably like a once a week thing, maybe even once every couple of weeks. It says on the box, a potent exfoliating mask formulated to renew the complexion, dramatically improve skin tone and radiance, and reduce the appearance of fine lines. As I'm getting older, fine lines are something that I'm starting to notice. Look, when I frown, you can see my frown lines kind of appearing now. Definitely starting to appear on my forehead. And definitely my smile lines as well. I've noticed that they're starting to appear, so hopefully this will help, like, not make them as noticeable. I don't think they're mega noticeable, not unless I've been like full on frowning for like all day or something. Like, definitely start to see where they're appearing on my forehead. I haven't tried this before, but it is part of the Glow range, so it's the same range as the Tonic, so I'm looking forward to trying these together and being able to incorporate this into my skincare routine. And this helps to remove dead skin cells to renew the complexion. Skin looks brighter, healthier and more radiant. Helps to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, combats congestion, blackheads and blemishes. Yes, my skin is currently quite blemish prone. Can't speak today. My skin is currently a little bit blemish prone. You can see like on my cheeks that I've got a couple of spots that are coming up. Stress and hormones is what it is. It is uni deadlines and hormones being all here, there and everywhere. We get like this sometimes. And blackheads on my nose are always a problem. My nose is just, every single pore on my nose just seems to be blocked, and I can never like squeeze them out or anything. They just don't want to squeeze. I have the kind of blackheads that obviously aren't full enough to be able to squeeze them out properly. And it does my head because it's like, well, what do I do for them? The amount of stuff that I've tried to use to get rid of them, and it doesn't work. I find that clay masks work quite well, but then they fill up quite quickly afterwards, and it's like, oh well, within like a couple of hours the dots have come back again, and they're quite noticeable. It looks a little bit like I've got freckles on my nose sometimes because they're that dark. See, it comes with like a little cap on, a little cap to go on the top. Oh, I can smell it. Just by pumping it, I can smell it. It smells very fruity. I think it says on the bio extracts thing, it says extract of passion fruit, grape, pineapple and lemon. Ooh. I definitely smell the grape. It doesn't like smell like wine kind of grapes, but it does definitely smell fruity. It smells like the Tutti Frutti sweets I used to buy from the tuck shop at school. And the mask itself is quite thick. Oh, it does smell so fruity. It looks like a fruity jelly kind of texture. You can kind of see that on my finger. It's like fruity jelly. Ooh. Yeah, it's like a gel textured. I can see her doing this all day. But it does. It does. Oh, it smells very citrusy. It does literally remind me of sweets. Everything reminds me of sweets. You can tell like where my mind is. Like, my mind always defaults to food. I am literally the same as my cat. So has my cat learned the food default from me, or have I learned it from him? But yeah, it does smell incredibly fruity. It smells like fruit pastels. That's what it reminds me of. Fruit pastels. When you open the bag of fruit pastels and you get that kind of sweet, malty, fruity kind of smell. This is exactly it. Oh, God. It is quite a thick jelly texture, and it has kind of like sunk into my skin. It has left like a tiny little bit of shiny residue on top. I think the main danger of this for me is that I will forget I have it on my face. I tend to do that when it's not like an obvious kind of face mask. So if it's a clay mask, it's fine because I can I can see the clay, I know it needs to like come off, so I may have to set a timer for that and hope I don't forget. And then because I ordered at a time where I got so many products free if I ordered over a certain amount, I have the REN Radiance Glow Daily Vitamin C Gel Cream in a little trial thingy, and the REN Ultra Comforting Rescue Mask. This one's Evercalm, so it's made for sensitive skin. This smells really fruity. It smells not too dissimilar to the Radiance mask, but it's slightly more citrusy. Can I squeeze a dot of it out? The smell has like just disappeared now. I've rubbed a little bit of that onto my skin. It feels like a kind of gel texture, and it is really, really light. It's like I barely feel like I have any kind of moisturiser on. I'm one of these people that hates to put thick, heavy, horrible, icky moisturisers in my skin. They just don't seem to sink in very well, just sit on the top. But this one has just sunk in. Like, I can't even tell I've got moisturiser on. It has made the back of my hand feel incredibly smooth, soft. It does look a little bit glowy as well. I just noticed it in the camera that it does look very glowy. Not so much in real life, but on the camera it definitely does look a tiny little bit glowy. And this one is the Ultra Comforting Rescue Mask. These are only like trial sized thingies. Come on, squeeze a bit. This one does have like a thicker texture, but then again it is like a face mask, so yeah, it's definitely more like a moisturising face mask. It smells quite floral. There's definitely lavender in this. That's one of the things I can smell, is definitely lavender. It smells a little bit like my heat cushion that I've got that's got lavender inside it. It recommends that you use it 3 times per week. I don't think I'll probably get 3 uses out of this. However, if I bought the full size one, I definitely would. It says to apply a generous amount onto clean skin, avoiding the eye area, and then leave on for 10 to 15 minutes before removing. This might be one that I use on days when my skin feels like horrendous, when it all feels horrible tight and it's just all eczema-like. I have days like that a lot in the winter, so this might be something that I use on days like that. I'm looking forward to using this. This one is for sensitive skin, so if you have got sensitive or eczema prone skin, hopefully this will be good for you. Next up I have the REN Evercalm Gentle Cleansing Milk. You know, I saw milk on the outside of this and then it went, oh no, milk. I just have visions of it being like a horrendously, but basically like milk in a bottle, but in this. Like, I thought, how am I supposed to apply that to my face without it like going everywhere? I have a feeling this might spray out everywhere in a minute. You better not. There we go. There we are. I can hear squelching. So even though it says it's like milk, it's quite a solid kind of texture. This smells a bit like apricots. And it says to use, gently rub between hands, massage onto face and then rinse off with warm water. So nice and simple. Oh, it does sort of turn to a milky kind of texture as it gets warm. It's literally sinking into my fingers now. This one does have like a... It's not like a lavender kind of scent. It's... I want to say it's like wheat. It smells a bit like hay, like straw. It's a strange scent. It's not like unpleasant. It's only slight, but that is kind of what it smells like. It's like, it reminds me of hay. It's almost like cardboard box kind of smell as well. but it is disappearing and it is like sinking into my skin. I have a feeling that this will be quite good to take off makeup or something with, because of how it's sinking into my skin and making my skin feel incredibly moisturised. Like even the bit where I put it on the back of my knuckles, this is where I had like my big patch of eczema, and it's kind of left a bit of scar tissue on the back of my hand. It's left it feeling like quite soothed and very soft and smooth. This is like, because of like where all the scar tissue is, I have like quite deep wrinkles on the back of my skin, and there's the skin texture is it's the skin texture. It's like, I don't know if it's quite the right word for it, but the skin texture isn't very smooth. It's quite rough, and all of like the natural wrinkles on the back of my hand are all very, very deep set. But this has made it feel like all nice and soft. So that's all from my little REN haul. I'm looking forward to using all of these products, especially, which is obviously one of my favourites, probably going to become a holy grail. I just imagine myself like using this stuff for ages and ages and ages until it's either discontinued or REN decides to reformulate it, and I don't like the reformulation, so I'm going to keep it. I'll leave a link to REN's website down below, along with all the products that have been listed in this video, so that you can find them easily if you wanted to try them out for yourself. So if you like this video, don't forget to give me a little thumbs up, don't forget to say hi in the comments, and if you like this video and you'd like to see more of this kind of thing, don't forget to click subscribe. See you all soon. Bye!